Hey, my name is Kath, and you may be wondering why I'm standing in the window of this van. Well, in this moment, a dragonfly perfectly landed on the tip-top of my antenna, possibly a symbol of the large change that has just begun in my life. But she doesn't see it that way. To her, this dragonfly is a pretty distraction. This is the beginning of a 5-year journey that no one has ever seen. 5 years ago, I bought and moved into this van after building it out for 4.5 months. I filmed nearly every moment of it. I filmed this van tour, and until today, no one has ever seen it. So let's go back to May of 2021 and join Kathleen while she shows us the beginning. It kind of amazes me the things that I've missed out on when I was younger, because I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't think about it. Look where I am. Let me show you. Get out of the front seat, Kathleen. Backyard views, side yard views. Hello, my name is Kathleen and this is my van. I've been living in it for a month and a half now, full time, and I wasn't planning on doing this today. I've been trying to find like the perfect moment or make sure that everything in the van was perfect or the perfect place. And then I came here on accident and I saw how pretty it was and I was just like, you know what, I think this is the right moment. So let's go ahead and take a tour. This is my van. I often swing on this swing whenever I have a nice view from the side of the van. I love it. I made sure that I made the base like super wide so it would be as comfortable as possible to swing on. And it was a chore to tie these ropes on, but it works. So since I'm going to be putting this away anyways, let's start at the back of the van. This is my drawer here at the very back of the van, my garage, and whenever I'm not using my swing, I just go ahead and put it at the top of there. Pretty good to me. So this is the back of my van. Absolutely love this little hook that I made here. It's actually installed there because whenever I need to clean my bed, I didn't have a place to put my bed sheets, so I hang my bed sheets here. And then they don't touch the ground, they don't touch anything inside, and I have enough room to move around inside while changing my bed sheets. So here in this door, you could just unlatch these, and then the doors will open up wider. I have this, so this is my garage, and then on this side of the bed, from here to the wall, is my electronics. And then on this side over is storage. And these little doors here actually have a latch on them, so you can have a little bedside table. And both of them latch up like that. So you can have a little bedside table. While we're back here, let's just crawl in. This is my girl cabinet. I have these antique, I believe they're fuse boxes for some type of building that I got to keep all of my makeup and everything in. I am extremely happy. I'm so surprised that they fit so perfectly. Most of the items in this van are from thrift stores or antique stores. So that's what this cabinet is for. I didn't want this cabinet to come all the way to the outside and make it feel claustrophobic. So I created this little nook here, and I have a candle. I have some of my fairy lights that are tucked into this corner, some sage, and then the fairy light USB is just hiding. I went ahead and put these baskets in, and they can be taken off the wall. But they are high enough to where you can lay down without having to worry about taking them down or taking any space away. And I have my books. My plant usually sits here in this shelving unit that I made for the door, but it's a bit too sunny for him right now, so I took him out. I have these shelves here that I usually put like my hammock, my towel. This is my curtain. I have a few decorative items I haven't been able to figure out where I want to put them yet. And then my tripod hides inside this little container. And it was really important to me to have a permanent bed that I didn't have to worry about making every single day. I really wanted to make sure that whenever I wanted to, I could go to sleep. I also just didn't want to worry about where I needed to put all of the bed sheets and everything if it was a convertible bed. So I did a twin size bed with a convertible full size bed. This twin size bed is actually 33 inches wide, so 5 inches less than a normal twin. And then these two seats here and this table form the remaining portion of the twin size bed. So you would just take the table off of this pipe, drop the table down. There are some cushions that I don't have with me today because I did not plan on doing this, and that would complete the bed. One of the other things that I decided to do that has worked out really well, so this twin size bed has full size bed sheets on it, and whenever you drop down the other cushions to make a full size bed, all you have to do is pull the remaining portion of the sheets that are just stuffed under this twin size bed out, pull them over the cushions, and then voila, you have a full size bed. And in case anyone was wondering, no, I cannot stand up in my van. This is as much as I can stand up in my van, which is enough for me to wash my face and to put on pants. Most of the time I sit on this stool like this whenever I am cooking or cleaning or anything. I still have enough room to stretch without my head hitting the roof, so that was what was important whenever I built this. Anyways, here I have my rotating table that can go all the way over underneath these shelves and on top of the bed in case I'm doing anything over here. If I am cooking and if if I'm cooking and I need more room to like cut things, I can bring it over here. I can put things to cut. I can put the food that I'm preparing. It can go like this. This is what happens when you're not paying attention. See, that doesn't even normally happen when I'm in the van by myself. Just whenever I have a camera in front of me and I'm trying to do a video. It's okay, the hat cushioned my head. I can eat. And then I don't have to worry about being stuck with like some type of pull out or drop down table. Since it just rotates, I can just move it out of the way. Up here I have my upper cabinets. I have these that I got from a thrift store that gave proceeds to help neuter cats. In the keys, I have from a flea market a little goblet back here. These dishes here are also from antique and thrift stores, not these ones. I have to be a little practical sometimes, guys. So I do have plastic bowls and whatnot, but I do have different types of dishes here. I know, I have china in a van. There's something wrong with me. But that's okay. What's great is when you buy from a thrift store, you're giving something another life, another chance to live, and then if it breaks, you get the opportunity to buy another new thing and give another old new thing life again. All of the cabinets, except for the refrigerator, have magnetic closures. And then here is my cup coffee cabinet. And then I was going for like a vintage antique dark academia look. So the kitchen, these are my little trivets. That way whenever I have a hot pot or pan that I need to take off of the stove, I don't have to keep it on the stove. I can, for instance, pull out this, which is my nice extension to the counter, in addition to this extension, in addition to this extension. As you can see, I end up having a lot of space to work with here, which is one of the things I wanted to make sure was there was always a place for me to put something. My mirror here, this is what I use to wash my face and put on makeup. I have my little spice rack, oil, salt, coffee maker, and then these are all Velcroed down. This is my coffee. Under the sink, I have two 5-gallon water containers. I have this gray water, and then I have my little drying rack towel, my fresh water back here. I have these two baskets for storage, and then I have a foot pump for my water. So you just press this pump here, and water comes out and then goes down into the gray water. I made this little drawer for all of my utensils. And then underneath the stove, I have my trash can. This is a compost trash can. It has been a lifesaver. It really holds in all the odors and makes sure everything keeps smelling good in the van. And then I have a little basket down here. Gotta have the fire extinguisher. I've never used a fire extinguisher in my life, but we're prepared just in case. Carbon monoxide detector. And here is some extra drinking water. I have an 11-pound propane tank. Then I have my stove that I can use. My stove oven. So this is an oven that you can put on top of your stove to cook food. And it cooks pretty well. It cooks similar to an oven. So far I've used it to cook brownies. Up here I have, above the stove, this little secret, not so secret shelf. And this is where I store all of my pots and pans. But they all fit really well in this cubby. And then they have a detachable handle. This shelf here, so I can get to the propane tank, because the propane tank is held in with a leather belt
screwed into the wall, and then it has a piece of circular wood screwed into the floor that inserts into this propane bottom, and then there is an opening in the floor on the other side of the propane for propane leakage if that ever happened. And this shelf here is actually just held in on these wood slats. So if and when I need to refill the propane tank, I would just take these dishes out, pop up this shelf over the wood slats, and then I can just lift the propane tank out. So I have a Max Air fan. That's what's running right now. I absolutely love this fan. I've gotten the green light of death a few times, but it got fixed. I fixed it. I have recessed lighting. I actually have two different types of recessed lighting. Here in the middle, I have bright white lights. And then over here, I have my cool white lights, and they are on dimmers. I have no idea what kind of bug this is. I wish that I could learn all the different bugs and plants, but I feel like there's just, I know there's not infinite, but a ridiculous amount of bugs and plants to learn about. So it's how do you learn about them all? Do you just learn the most, the top 100 most common bugs? How do you learn what type of flying bug is that is on my door, just chilling? It looks like a wasp / dragonfly. Can I call it a wasp fly? No, it sounds like a dragon wasp. Dragon wasp. There's a dragon wasp over there. So this is my pop-up table that extends my counter. And then it just pops back down and the cushion goes here. And it's back the way that it was. Here is my 2-burner stove. This 2-burner stove is big enough to fit a large pan or pot and then a small pan or pot. I do like to cook, so I wanted to make sure I was able to cook 2 things at a time. And then it uses propane. Look at this view. Look at the view! It's moments like this where I'm just this is exactly why I live in a van. So that way I can find a random spot and go park and relax and enjoy my life in a new location all the time. So this is my box, and inside my box right now is just a bunch of shoes. You guys don't need to see my shoes. But this is my lid for my box, and right whenever I was about to create this box, I thought about it and I was like, whoa, that's so good. This lid has legs on it. So I have a little outside eating table or inside eating table. It's actually pretty good height. I've never, this really is the very first time, because I made this 4 days ago. This is the very first time that I have used it, so pretty cool. So I put these hooks up and they're collapsible. And they hold my bags. I have my hat over here. Inside this box here is my toilet. We don't need to see that. I need to keep a little privacy in my life. But I do have a toilet, and it is inside this box. Let's take a look at my electronics cubby. This is my little cubby that it'll close up, fold flat, so I can keep my items out if if I need to and I want to. I have some USBs in here. I have one of the car ports. And what's great is whenever I'm charging something like my phone at night, the cord can stick out of the side with it being closed. And if I need to use a lot of things on the inside of it during the day, I can leave it open. Above my electronics cubby is my food cabinet. I just have up here some tea and coffee, the necessities of life. Here is my refrigerator. It's on these heavy-duty slides and it goes underneath my closet. It is 47 quarts and I have found that that has been the perfect size for me. I haven't had any issues fitting anything I need in there. So at the entrance of the side, I have a little cubby here for just throws. Right now there's just some sanitizing wipes and bug spray. I have my sheer curtains. And then I just made this the other day. This is my laundry bag. I am way too excited about this. And it just holds onto the back of the seat. Here I have my necessity. This was one of the things that to me was required when I was building my van, and that is a closet. My clothes aren't, the closet isn't long enough to have my clothes hang down, but my dresses just fold over the hanger. And that way I can hang up all of these clothes without having to worry about folding them all the time. I have this lovely mirror on the inside of the closet door. And then I have another one of those baskets that's removable here. My other favorite thing is this drawer I built. I wanted something that I could use as an extension to the kitchen. So I built this drawer. And this is one of the places that I use to dry my dishes. And then I also use it as another table whenever I'm sitting here on the swing to hold my food and drinks. And this also opens up to this little hidden drawer area where I can store some more things. Here is my clothing drawer, my other clothing drawer that goes under the other half of the garage. And this is just here in the opening between the two seats. And what's great is because this is not on any drawer slides, when the bed is in full-size bed mode, you can just pull this drawer out here towards the end. And then whenever you need to access the clothes, you can just lift up the table lid that goes over it, and you can still access this drawer even when the bed is made in full size. Last but not least, I have my extra storage for winter clothes and when it's cold. In here, underneath this seat, right now I just have a sweater and my packable down blanket. I have a wool blanket down here. And then this is also where I'll put like my jacket and scarves and everything like that whenever it starts to get colder, which is definitely not a problem right now. I mean, in Florida, it doesn't get too cold anyways, but right now it is hot. It is so hot. I do wake up in the morning sometimes with it fresh, but never cold. So that's the van. That's a van. I hope you liked it. Leave a comment if you have a question about the van, and I'll do my best to answer you. A solo van build. I did 90 8% of everything all by myself over the course of 4 months. So what I was thinking about doing is I was thinking about making a video or making videos from the beginning of the van build throughout the entire van build to the end. And now that hindsight is 2020, I can tell you all the things I did wrong, how to do them easier, and you can watch me struggle. And maybe it will be entertaining for you to watch me mess up, or maybe if you're building your own van, you can get some ideas of how to build your van, or get some ideas of how not to build your van. So if that's something that you're interested in and you think that I should do a series showing you everything that I did to build the van, telling you what I did right, what I did wrong, and giving you suggestions on how to do it yourself, also go ahead and leave it a thumbs up, or give this video a like, and a comment below, please. Thank you so much for watching if you made it to the end. And now I think I'm going to insert bloopers from this video because there were enough of them. Hello there. Are you the thing that tries to bite me? Oh yeah, I can see those nice big talons there. Oh, you cleaning your feet? Just cleaning my feet. Maybe the wipe. Oh, she got the wipe. I have such an evil plan for her whenever she gets out of her vehicle. Such an evil plan. I am going to bite her, and it's going to hurt like fuck.
Please subscribe so you can see my face again, and bye for now.